I know he has. I met him, seen him on the trial.
Celebrate the great work we're doing, celebrate the great citizen. These for many years, just thankful that everybody's come together and just want to see Bluefield going positive direction with their father. We're thankful to everybody who has just shown so much support and love to our city board, but just the great things we're doing in this community, because it truly takes a team effort to go forward. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll be in the order. And first on the agenda, we got recognition of Appalachian aggregates for their donation to Bluefield baseball little. Is Mr. Clevenger in here?
Yeah. Sorry.
Henry, why don't you come up too, please? Bring the team with you.
What you got?
It's cool. But I want to say the awesome, Mr. Neese and the awesome parents there, Fair and the board, and of course our great citizenry. Mr. Clevenger there, a great man from Appalachian Aggregates. I'll let Harry talk a little bit about the Little League baseball, but the last couple of years, we've had a really nice, massive uptick in student or really kid participation. We've got a phenomenal baseball league. It's done a great job. It runs all summer. Those families and those parents have done an inordinate amount of work up there. Mr. Clevenger, out of the absolute kindness of his heart, has donated, how many tons of gravel, sir?
Well, it was 60.
60 this time. It was, I think it was 80 last year too. So hitting the neighborhood of 200 tons of gravel to help me up all those parking lots up there to facilitate all the families getting up to the Little League field. And that was not an insignificant amount or not an insignificant cost he's put forward, but kind of like Trayvon's prayer there, it takes a team to get these things done. And Mr. Clevenger, I want to tell you from the city of Bluefield, God bless you. We really appreciate you. It means a lot, and it's helping facilitate what we're going to do. We're going to run bigger tournaments, get more kids to participate. And bottom line, in the summertime, if our kids are not at home and are out playing baseball, we're pretty happy and run around. So you're making that happen. And of course, John and Henry, just honestly thank you for everything you guys have done to throw your weight in to make this Little League as great as we can make it. And I'm very, very deeply appreciative. So thank you all very much. Thank you.
We're very appreciative of the help and, from the city and from AFAG, I think we increased, last year we increased 40 parking spots. This year we want to do another 20, and then you had the drainage programs. Yeah, that required a lot of water sharing and pressure. The city really helps out.
that, ordinance material, whatever. And the guys just nail back. So, you guys go get a picture.
Thank you. And then one. Perfect.
Thank you very much. No, Henry. I'm Henry told him already all aboard. Are you done? Are you done with us? No. I'm going to work over here as well. Also for the little one, so. You want to say, I see right here. I'd be hard to say. So just the mayor and the board, just to say very quickly here, we've got a great team from Bergen Harbor Bank. And so Henry and I talked to Mr. Price a while back. One of the things that's missing up there to kind of expand the Little League for tournaments and really take it to the next level was a nice scoreboard. And so Mr. Price was kind enough to listen to me a couple times, working pretty hard there about getting a scoreboard. And God bless Bergen Harbor Bank, great bank in our city. They were kind enough to donate that scoreboard, so they'll get that put up this spring. And we should have some really great Little League tournaments and expand, bring a lot of other kids in here, come use our businesses and everything else. But like I read earlier, it takes a team to kind of get all this stuff put together. And Randy, I really appreciate what you all have done to help us out, help this city and help out this little team and everything Henry and John doing up there to make it great. So thank you, brother.
Yeah, there's been a huge growth for us, you know, we have the biggest numbers since in the last like 17 years up there, and we just keep what we're doing is being recognized and more want to, now there's talks about playing a fall league. So Princeton had some teams and now we're actually talking about doing some of that, maybe Austin and Brand get together and stuff like that, so more kids doing more stuff, so. Yeah, so thank you.
Absolutely. Randy, anything you'd like to say?
I'd like to get everybody's here. We do appreciate it, and anything we can do to support the community, we always just go and do it. So I appreciate you bringing it to our attention.
Thank you, Randy. Well, come on up and see a nice photo. Thank you.
Actually,
Thank you.
Both of mine.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, let's keep the sound system in here. Just put all the destination requests.
All right. Thank you.
So, we have public comments tonight. I have, 4 people on there. When I saw your name, if you signed up and you do want to speak and come to the podium and, I was just told that a couple of people maybe signed up by accident, but anyhow, so I have, Gunnar Fall. No need, okay. And Frank House.
We really appreciate it. And when I get the.
Do you have something to say, sir?
Logo.
You're just signing in.
I'm lights.
Okay. All right, and, Joe.
That's me. It's it likewise,
Okay.
possibility.
All right, sounds good. And James French.
I'm gonna, can I reserve it to later, or I gotta do it now?
Okay, all right. So,
We have one more. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. We're gonna reserve.
all right, so next on the agenda is approval of minutes from September 9th, 2025. Do I have a motion to approve? So then, so I got a motion and a second. Any questions, comments, or revisions? All in favor of approval, signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay, approval of city development agreement with Rivermont Capital.
Yeah, Mayor, this is the agreement we've been discussing for quite some time for the revitalization of the downtown and possible ATV resort with the Key Dam area. As you all remember, this gentleman, Michael Nancy, that was the primary architect for Durham, North Carolina, Kannapolis, North Carolina, and Wilkes, North Carolina, Bristol, Virginia. He's been up here about 6 or 7 times within our area and bringing his team on help us with some of our projects in the downtown area and keep there.
Okay, any questions? All in favor of approval, signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay.
Okay, this reports the financial summary for the second month of this year in August. Revenue collected total of 2.8 million or 23% of the projected amount, and expenditures total 2.6 million or 17.39% of the projected budget. I put a few little notations in there, both the receipts and expenditures and how it's going. If I have any questions about anything. There's the project report, as well as the cash balance and stuff.
We always appreciate the detail you put in there because it makes it easy to understand what's going on. So, motion to approve the August financial report is presented. And a second. Questions? All in favor of approval, signify by saying aye. Great. Season.
Okay, thank you, Mayor. John, could you scroll forward, please, sir? Keep going. Just a quick announcement here. I hope a lot of folks in here got a chance to participate in the Fall Fest that was done by the downtown merchants and the Vita team. A lot of work's gone into starting to bring the life back to the 400 block. I think a lot of folks can go down there and see the electric hookups over the next month. Trying to ride us into Halloween. The street lights are going to go back up. The poles that were there. So the public works team will be working on putting those back in place. And we're getting everything prepped and wrapped really for Christmas time. So we're going to have a lot of lights downtown, and we're going to start bringing that back. We'll still have the great city park, so don't worry about that. But we are pushing hard to help revitalize the downtown. So this is a huge project for us, and a lot of work's gone in over the last couple of weeks. Of course, this Saturday, we got Oktoberfest right there on Commerce Street, which will be a great event. All that money goes to beautification and all the great flowers and plants and projects. Stuff like this, Norris Garden, you name it in this city, beautification has a hand on it. But had about 50 vendors out there, had a kids zone out in the 400 block, had the old timey fire truck. But it was a real nice event out there, and we want to get that 400 block in a position to be our hub for the city where we do all our events. So we're not done yet. There's a lot of work to be done, but we made some significant investment here on the short run to get power and electric and everything set up down there so we can do great stuff. Here's the fire truck. I'll just show it to you real quick. It's been in our inventory a long time. Got an absolutely wonderful donation from Cole Automall and Jason and Jessica Cole. Dug out the cobwebs, worked with our fire department, and that thing's up and running. It'll become a part of all our parades. I think the kids had a good time. That shows up to your house to fight a fire. Get ready. It's going to be a tough one for you. But there's a little bit of water with it, but not much. But it's great, and it's very symbolic of our history here. Just like the great Tony Webster fire truck we got, and this is all part of our DNA and our great city. So I'm very appreciative of Cole Automall for putting this in place, and 2 future firefighters sitting there on the side of it. Okay,
That was Liam and Lily.
that was Liam and Miller right there.
They were down there with their shoes off running around.
So
Kids thing on Saturday.
oh yeah, that was awesome. So just a couple updates, and I'm not sure if Catherine walked in here. Catherine, you want to give some updates on some of the stuff you got going on here with the DARE program, working with PC and Officer Moore and some of the other stuff you have?
I'm happy to share that on Friday, Sergeant Moore graduated from DARE class in Ohio. She's back. She's not in today, but we'll be setting a schedule for her to be in the schools next week or so. So that's exciting. She's the only DARE certified trainer in Western County right now. So that's good.
And if I can add to that, you'll see a couple other things, but I hope you're paying attention to our social media. There's a lot of stuff happening in our police department that are pretty innovative that, the Chief Pillow and the team have come on. So Amanda, Officer Moore is the only DARE certified in our county. That's pretty awesome. The Juice Box program, the Copsicle, those are the first in the state that have gone out to do that and started those programs. And really, it's to help break down those barriers between the police officers and our youth. And one, recruit, because we want some great kids to come up and be police officers, public servants. But the other part too is to get them comfortable, because the police are here to help them. So I think our police department is doing an absolutely phenomenal job with Catherine's help getting some of this funding to do some different programs to bring folks out. But I will tell you, we have some extremely highly qualified, really giving back officers that care a lot about this city. No better shown by than Officer Moore that you see in there. And she's a phenomenal representative of our city and what she does with our youth here. So I'm very proud of her and proud of what the police department's doing here for our community. Sorry, Catherine.
We had a couple more events. We had, scroll up, please. We were at Bluefield Primary School for their fall festival. We were at the Community Suicide Prevention and Mental Health Awareness Walk a couple Saturdays ago. We coordinated with Fire Department and Rescue Squad for a remembrance moment for 9/11. I briefly spoke about the Boys and Girls Clubs at the last board meeting. Do you want to pick up from our last meeting?
Yeah, so I think everybody's aware that we were diligently trying to get a Boys and Girls Club set up in the city. Right, so we're working very hard on that project. One of the things over the last 2 months that's come to light, working with the national reps from the Boys and Girls Club, is esports. Now, I'm vaguely familiar, right? I'm learning more about it now. Believe it or not, we have a world-class esports team at Concord University, just right up the road. They had kids last weekend at Texas A&M. There's a thing called Rocket League, for you that are familiar with that, but it's like a high end of esports. They have some nationally ranked teams sitting right at Concord. They recruit athletes in esports. So this is becoming the new frontier, like football, basketball, girls, volleyball, all that. So we were looking with the tie-in with esports, potential Boys and Girls Club. We've had a lot of success nationally in this country because, to be quite frank, more and more of our children are playing these video games. So we can say whether our generation, mine, like it or not, that is the future. And I'll just anecdotally tell you, even at West Point, when I was there before I arrived to Bluefield, it was a large sport at West Point, and I was absolutely shocked. But this is the future. So it's getting a lot of interest from the children and a lot of the teenagers and the college kids. They all play, every one of them. So this is a nice niche. So right now we're working very closely with the National Boys and Girls Club, and really it's spearheaded by Catherine sitting here, and we're looking at different locations inside the city to start this up and marry it up. So of course, on one vein, we'll be focused on math and English. Right? We want to help the kids out in school and get some tutoring. That's what I really want out of the program, right? And give them something to do. But also the seed sports, to be quite honest with you, is very attractive. And we can build a nice center where they can do these activities and bring teams from the outside. So we have had a couple of preliminary meetings with Concord University. Their coaches came down, a couple of their student athletes, we call them that. And we're working through that right now to bring that into Bluefield. So our kids here can play. Bluefield State does not have a team, but I can assure you all their kids are playing. Right. And Bluefield University, from what I understand, has just recently stood up a team, not quite as far along as Concord is. But what we're trying to do is scratch that itch to get kids out of the house, get them together, get them communicating, work on math and English on the side, but also provide a nice venue to get them all together to be social and play these great games. So we are working at very closely, and I'm hopeful that here in the very near future we'll make some big announcements with board approval and some other folks in the city to get this up and running And I'm pretty excited about it and very thankful for Catherine's hard work to get in there. But we have had national leadership from Boys and Girls Club and the city of Bluefield working through this. So we're doing our best to scratch that itch. Okay. Cool. Rick, you want to talk a little bit about what's going on in Parks?
Yeah, I'm glad to. Thanks. First one there to the left of, fall Halloween festival, trunk or treating, is happening again. Lines start out in the Bluefield parking lot and works all the way through. And but we do need vendors, not vendors so much as we need the trunks. So we need businesses, school groups, churches, civic groups, want to sponsor a truck and decorate it, get all dressed up themselves. We lined the inside of the park there with those, and the kids do trick or treating by going through the drums. It's a lot of fun. We have inflatables, music, Halloween decorating contest. We've had pumpkins in the past that were painted. Hopefully we have some folks that are doing that again too. But wonderful event. The Holiday of Lights 5K race always kicks off there. November 22nd this year. It's a really great opportunity to be the first ones to see the lights in the park, and Candy Public Works and their teams always add new things. Scroll up, please. We constantly are marketing our rental space there, the multi-purpose room, our swim team, which continues to grow, swim lessons, pool parties, all those things that are strong marketing that our marketing person does really well. Some of the fall events there is in the pool with the elves. That always happens around right before Christmas there in December. And then our upcoming brochure, which will be out here shortly. There's a good shot of the lines coming in for the trunk or treating, which I think is going to be the cover this year. And that's it. Any questions or comments?
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you.
I got a question.
Yes.
I don't know business. Who do you contact if you want to?
Good question. If you contact the Parks and Rec Department of the Fit Rec down there, push number 1, that will be the front desk, and then we'll get you connected. So right now I think we have about 10 or 12. We need a lot more. So we've been out there beating the brush. Thank you.
I just want to make a comment while he's there. I called the fitness center about 2 or 3 weeks ago. When I first retired, I used to go there 5 days a week, every day. And it was the highlight of a lot of us that had retired and that had some type of disability. And then the pool was not active. But I want you to know that I have called several times, and the people that have answered the phone have been so polite and so helpful. One thing I would like to share that she shared with me, because I'm sure that there are those of us that are here today that would be glad to know that if you are handicapped and you use the rec facility, if you use the pool, and that's what I use for my exercise, that if you have an assistant and that assistant comes with you, they do not charge you for that assistant to help you get in the pool and for you to get dressed and all. So I think, we always say that Bluefield does not have anything. To me, that is probably one of the best bits of information that I have had. And I know we've been doing a lot of things, but I have put that on my priority list because I think that what you're doing out there for people like me, you're doing it for the youth, but I'm 82. So if it's anybody here that's 82 or older, it's nice for you to know that if you want to go to the fitness center, that young lady was so helpful and she assured me I would have the help that I need. Thank you.
I'll pass that along. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Curtis?
I don't know if it's fall out.
We gotta have that meeting right now.
You'll notice there's some new flags up. This was a generous donation on behalf of Branch Market, they're there.
That's very good. Hopefully they can continue. And I would like to say this, it's something small, but it means something, right? It's our city, it's our high school.
Yeah.
We have had lots of teams, looks awesome. They had one little rough game right there, but they've been awesome. It's been a great season so far, really proud of those jokers. But hey, this is our city, absolutely phenomenal idea, and it's our home, so it's all right.
And for the day-to-day business, you can scroll through it, John. We're still out doing asphalt. The plants haven't closed yet. We're potholing. If we haven't gotten to your area, I promise you that we have it on our radar and we are moving towards it.
Chris, I have one thing to your paving. Just one thing just to help you all, and we'll give a roll up here once the asphalt plant closes. We're close to about 400 tons of asphalt that's gone in the city this summer. So they have worked, and we've tried hard to fence those guys off, not always successful, because I always got great ideas that distract them, but to let them focus on the paving here. And so we have hit a lot of areas. Now, we're not done. We've still got more areas to hit, but they're going zone by zone. But it's been a really massive effort this summer. I think it's, at least in my short time here, a phenomenal job by Candy, Curtis, and Craig, and all the fellows that get all this asphalt laid out there. It's been all overdue, and they've done a great job doing it, so I'm very appreciative.
And this, you'll see a couple pictures here. This is a restoration of a pipe. The picture on the right is actually tree roots. It's pretty massively long, a little over 8.5 feet that were clogging a pipe, and we've removed and replaced. I'd like to tell you that this is a very small portion of our network, and truly we have so many miles of stormwater pipe for cities that's so small and populous. But we're making efforts to move forward and take care of all this. This is, you see in the background, there's the sanitary board. They helped us out on this job. So we're making every effort we can to utilize all the networking and all the help we can get to make it good. But that's all I've got for this week. You want to talk about before? So in addition to the paving, we are getting ready to pave inside the park. It will be closed for 2 to 3 days for the paving. It'll take approximately 2 days for them to get it all down. And then we want to let it rest today so that the traffic doesn't make any imprints on it or anything like that. So you will see that notification come out via our Facebook page. I'm sure Parks and Rec will put it out. It will be closed to walkers during those 2 days because of the contractors in the park. We don't want anybody injured. So when you see that, that's why it's happening. Any questions for Rachel? Thank you.
Mayor, that's all I have today.
Wow.
He is up in Charleston right now, Mayor.
He working in Charleston now.
He's up protecting his money. Good. He's working.
Well, that's good.
Sure.
I just would like to thank everybody who showed up today just to represent the city of Bluefield and to voice their concerns and citizens. I will say Curtis hit on the head about the tree roots, and what I mean by the tree roots is the roots we plant today, we won't see them. But the groundwork we lay now, the future will see. And the kids that we've seen on the fire truck and at the fit rec and in our community, the kids what matter the most. Us as adults, our disagreements and our belief system doesn't matter when it comes to the kids. And that is the future of every community in America, is the children. And they're gonna grow up to be adults. And it's what do you want to teach them kids, and what type of human beings do you want the kids to be? And you know, there's a quote that I love. It's, if you lead with love, you'll never fail. And that's the city of Bluefield. You know, we might have our faults and each board member has their different passions, but one thing about it, we all care about the city. And the board can say that I'm the aggravating factor probably, but you know, bigotry and hatred has no place in any community. And Bluefield, the only way we're going to get better is if we grow, become the city that we all need to be, and attract more businesses. And that means a variety of people that come from different shapes, colors, and ethnicities, and just orientations and everything in general. And I'm proud to represent the city. I'm proud to serve with the men I've served and women I served with. And most importantly, I'm just thankful that we have a community that can come together, and not just in bad times, but in good times. And the only way we're going to get forward as a city is if we grow. The only way to grow is put your beliefs aside and respect the next person. You don't have to agree with them, but respect is all we have to as a community. Is that we respect each other, we allow each other to live freely, safely. At the end of the day, at the Fall Festival, people of all different creeds came there. Oktoberfest will be the same thing. Bigotry and hatred has no place in this community. And I just want to leave us with that note. And I love everybody, and I'm thankful for everybody who participated and showed up and who supports the city. So thank you.
This really is the one I think so well, I'd just like to say, I appreciate you all coming out as well. Well, would also like to point out that, you know, what I text Trayvon about last night, there is no way that as a board, we would ever even consider an action like that. And it just, you know, we live in America where people have. We're all good here. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that came out, but there is no, it's beyond the realm of thought that we would even consider putting that on the agenda or discussing it. So with that, does anybody else have anything they'd like to say?
What did I don't understand. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm his mother now. He's not my father.
I told Trayvon looked awfully pretty today in that green.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, by the way.
Well, thank you all. So
I know you're finished, and I felt like I have said enough when I didn't know I was gonna say anything about the rec department, and I don't get to come up here very often. But I want you to know that I'm here to support our mayor and the city of Bluefield. Our mayor has done I've been around for a long time, been through a lot of mayors, but I've never called or had a problem in this city that I didn't feel like that we were going to get some answers to. He has been dedicated, even during the hard times. He was here, and he's still here. And I appreciate him. I appreciate all you board members. Appreciate what Grants does for the city of Bluefield. You know, you might not, just little things. Every once in a while where they're just handing out, I saw where a $7 bag of food. I don't think you can hand out any more $7 bags, but we appreciate all that you do. And for so long, this is what I came to say. We have sat on the same little spot on the north side of Bluefield, on the east end, and no progress, nothing was done. Now we have people coming by, the same men that cut those branches out South Bluefield, out on Oakhurst and out on those other hills, Monterey or wherever you are. They come out there and they take care of us. They sweep our roads. We have nice signs. When I come across the East End Bridge, when I come across Grant Street Bridge, my heart leaps for joy every single time I come across. When I hadn't been out for a long time, I was going to the doctor, and I see flower pots, something that simple, sitting over there by Mercer Street Bridge. I want to thank you all. I thank our city manager, you all. I mean, I know that we all don't agree. Right. And I know that we all are not the same as far as our thoughts and our thinking goes along. But when it comes to what we want, we all want the best for us. For us, whoever us is. You want the best, and I want the best. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if there's anything I can ever do for you, I'm going to be here for you because you're here for me. Chief Dillo, I don't think he's here, but it's kind of funny. I was getting ready to come in, and the guy that bought me here, he said, "Oh, I ain't got to worry about you, Miss French. Once I get you to that door, though, Bluefield policeman gonna knock me down getting you in here." Well, I appreciate it because they do that. When they see me coming, they come and they help me. They assist me. And I don't think that's just an accident because it doesn't accidentally happen everywhere else. Thank you, Bluefield.
as always, you put it more eloquently than we do, but we do serve, we all have a mutual respect for each other, and
That's
this
right.
board is, in my opinion, the best board that we've had.
Yes, right.
And I tell everybody this, what changed in Bluefield is that we as a community decided what we wanted to see happen. And
Right.
we took charge of what we're going to do in the future. And so I applaud everybody in this room that is here, that actually gives a damn about Bluefield. So, I appreciate you. All right, so with that, we need to go into executive session to consider legal advice on land use and contracts for recreational activities under West Virginia Code 6-984B. Section 12.
Yeah, well, that's.